living soil isn't living unless there's something living in it. The compost tea is brewing along. I'm gonna use it first thing in the morning, let it go overnight, so that'll be about 16 hours. So I'm going to be top dressing all the pots that I have on the deck of living soil. I'm going to try something a little bit different this time. I'm going to make a super top dressing mix. Here's what I'm talking about. I'll show you. Okay, so I have all of the items that I use to make the living soil. It's a Clackamas Coot's nutrient blend, Clackamas Coot's mineral blend. These are both from Build a Soil. I got the worm castings. Here's another thing I add in, which is malted barley. Now this is something that brewers use to make beer. It's actually very good for the soil, has all sorts of nutrients, and it helps fight pests. What's really interesting is you just grind it up in a coffee grinder like this. So it's kind of coarse. But if you smell it, it smells just like the malt powder you add to a milkshake. Right here I got the Mycorrhizae. I use this stuff, it's granular. It's encased in clay. So what I'm going to do to use for the soil mix is just use this pots. This one is 1.5 years old. It's a no-till living soil pot. I've had 3 plants grow in here. Never did anything but top dress it. So I'm going to use that as the base for the mix. I'm going to supplement it with all of these items. Make a nice mix. We'll be ready to top dress those pots upstairs. So I'm going to first of all take this pot of living soil. Like I said, this is no-till. You can see there's nice root ball in the middle of it, pumice on the bottom. We're going to just break this all up. Now here's all of the cover crop. These are all nitrogen fixing plants. In other words, they take nitrogen out of the air and fix them in their cells. As long as they're alive, that's where they stay. Once you chop them up and dig them in, it adds nitrogen to the soil. So I just get the trusty scissors out. It's like you're giving it a lawn mow here. Cut these up. Keep all the roots in here. That's one of the things I do with the no-till pot, is that when the plant gets harvested, I'll just leave that stem in there for a week or two. You keep the soil moist. You want to keep it alive. So I'll let that sit for a little bit till it gets to the point where you can just basically pull the main stem right out. Oh, here's some more. Chop them up. Now in the middle of all of this, you're going to find that there's that mulch that I put on top, the forest floor mulch. So there's pieces of bark in here, there's sticks. I've seen some guys making living soil where they start off by filling the bottom of their containers with wood chips. That's a slow burn nitrogen. It does take a while, but you can see it's not going to do anything at all but help the soil. Just like these pieces of roots, all this I'm just going to keep right in there. We'll do another mulch layer on the top. I'm going to chop down the cover crop on those pots that I got up there. And take this. Okay, so kind of looks like a mess right now. Now we'll add the amendments. There's malted barley. Here's my suggestion. Go to your local brewery supply place. Okay, this is 2-row malted barley. 2-row means that when the plant grows, there's 2 rows of seeds on the top. It's the most common barley that's used in brewing, so it's really inexpensive. You get it online, like on Amazon or something like that, you're going to end up paying more. You just need a few tablespoons of this. Okay. Now a little bit of the Mycorrhizae granules, just a bit, just keeps that flora working in there and also helps the roots absorb nutrients. Next I'm going to add in a good healthy amount of worm castings. That helps supplement it. That on top of the worm casting tea I'm making will really give it a boost. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is add mineral mix. This mineral mix is great. Has everything that you need for those living soil microbes to flourish, including the basalt. What's interesting about basalt, it's a volcanic soil rock. Once it's ground up, as it degrades in the soil, it actually helps the plants, or actually helps the soil release phosphorus and other nutrients to be taken up by the plants. It's got to do with ions. Then I'm going to add in the Soil Clackamas Coot's nutrient blend. Give it a good dose of that. Now all we do is mix this up. Want to make sure it's blended in nice and evenly, so all those nutrients. And this soil is a little bit moist, which is great because you don't want it too dry. But now, when I top dress those pots up on the deck, it won't absorb all the compost tea that I'm going to be using on this. I got 4 pots, and this is 2 gallons. So basically 2 quarts of pots. And this is going to be the top dress that's going to really push these plants to the end nicely.